Here to conquer. Welcome back, everybody. We are here with more Dota. As you know, I am a big Dota player, so getting back into the feel of things. Haven't played too much Dota recently, so happy to be getting back into it. Hello, Hollowed Husk. How you doing? Uh, I'm a Dota player. What do you want from me? I play Dota, so I appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you hanging out, but if it's not your game, it's not your game. I get it. So, yeah, I'm gonna be trying to do some Invoker. I don't know. Just Invoker's kind of been my go-to at the moment. Been practicing him a lot. Been having a lot of fun with him. So, yeah, that's kind of it. So hopefully I can get a few games going, and let's get into it. Hopefully, oh god, of course. All right, 1 second. There's an update. So you guys are getting the void. Lovely. Okay, should be. Oh, there we go. All right. It's always like the Dota coordinator went down, and then it came back up. That's what I was waiting for it to come back up, and then now there's a small update here. Lovely. Enjoy the void. Gosh, how big is this? Actually, a pretty good size download here. Damn. Or maybe it's just fucked up because I'm streaming. Yes, this is how it goes. Oh, well, great start to the stream. That's okay. Yeah, damn. Oh, there we go. It's like it's taking forever. Just had a big jump there. 70%. Well, how is everybody's day going? Hope it's going well. Almost there. Come on. Golly Moses. This is a big update. God damn. They're gonna probably if it's this big, there's probably gonna be patch notes. So maybe I go through patch notes first. It's like no matter what I do, it always seems to be a bad time to start Dota. Okay, here we go. Finished up updating. Let's get back into it. God, I gotta stop hitting my mic. Alright, here we go. It's coming. Hope you enjoyed the void. Alright. Yep, there's a patch. 7.41. Guess I should review that. Okay, let's do this. Alright, let's check out what this patch is. What is this? Interesting. Okay. Gameplay patch. Oh, that's wrong. Update. Here we go. All right, 7.41. I usually don't try to do these on stream, but here we go. We got some global changes. Facets removed. Wait, what? What? Wait. What? No, what? What the hell? What the hell? This is huge. I'm posting about this. Uh, no facets. Holy shit, dude. No facets. No one like they've had facets for like almost 2 years. What the hell? Look, they don't have facets anymore. We're back to like Dota like 2022 or some shit. Whenever they added facets in the first. Oh my god, that changes so much. Oh my god. Holy shit. What? That's insane. I'm sorry, I am flabbergasted at the moment. Holy crap, dude. I can't believe it. Like, I'm really happy that I looked at that, though, because holy crap. They removed facets, dude. Facets removed. Like, holy crap. Flabbergasted, dude. Innate abilities no longer scale with other abilities levels. Damn. They used to scale with other abilities, now either provide unchangeable bonuses or improve on per level basis. Okay. That's crazy, dude. Had per level. Alright, we're like. This is a very big patch. Holy crap. Nice. Flag bearer. Experience creep increased. Okay, nice. Just at the meeting point of lane creeps toward the off lane are slightly slowed upon leaving the base for a couple of seconds. Safe lane creeps are slightly accelerated. Oh. Okay. So that just changing the lane position really for the safe lane and off lanes. Currents now give max moves. Ooh. Nice. Map objectives Tormentor. Tormentor spawn preference has switched. Oh, okay. So now it's going to be spawning bottom. Just some nice Tormentor stuff. Okay. Nothing too crazy there. It's like I'm sure will no longer receive 175 gold. Wait, you got gold for that? Okay. Nice. Okay. Roshan's pit preference has switched. Very cool. Orbs now reverse their countdowns if heroes from the opposing team enter the area instead of pausing the countdown. Okay, that makes sense. Hell yeah. Oh, dude, we got terrain changes. Oh my god, this is huge, bro. Ugh. That's just insane. I'm just fucking spamming Discord. Just being like, what the fuck? Holy crap. Okay. Uh, da, da. Tormentor spawns have been positioned closer towards Lotus pools. Ah. Interesting. Slightly moved away from the stairs. Okay. Tormentor is now on the low ground. Interesting. That's going to make those fights a bit more interesting. Most of these I don't think are super important, but I'm just running through them. But yeah, I'm still flabbergasted that they took facets out. Like, what the shit, dude? Oh, I can't wait to actually try a game. That's gonna be insane, dude. Let's try to get to the items and hero changes. Um, Mechanics changes. Health restoration. Health restoration now applies to all forms of life gain. Okay, nice. So that means it, yeah, it only applied to incoming heals. So now that life steal gets buffed for it. That's awesome. Now it stacks diminishingly with health restoration instead of additively. Ooh, that's big. Life steal and damage manipulations. Okay, nice. So a bit of a debuff there. Right, so instead of just getting a flat heal, it is doing the damage reductions first and then healing off of that. That makes sense. Hmm. Oh, that's nice. Hell yeah. So now you can actually see what is, reflected. Hmm. Ah, nice. Okay, shop reshuffle. Items in all shop categories except for consumables have been rearranged to accommodate new items. Consumables now include infused raindrops. Basic item, Chasm Stone. Costs 800 gold, provides plus 40 AoE. Holy crap. Okay, but they don't stack. Damn. So just a 40, a plus 40 AoE, that's going to be big on some heroes. Okay, we got a shawl. So like a smaller shroud. And not like, well, cloak. Actually, not shroud, cloak. I like that. Splint mail. Just 7 armor. Nice. Wizard hat is just mana. Very nice. Okay, so chainmail decrease, cloak increase. Cornucopia is removed from the game? What the hell? Now, also modifies incoming healing. Ooh, nice. Resets cooldown, no longer refreshes items. Ah, interesting. Okay. I had to move back to the secret shop. Ooh, nice. So back to the secret shops with those guys. Oh, what is this? Consecrated wraps. Gosh, I don't like reading all this, so I just hover over the item to see what it says. 15% magic resistance, 6 all attributes, 250 health. Dang, gain a stack every 3 seconds up to a maximum of 3 stacks. Upon gaining a stack, your movement speed is increased by 20% for 7 seconds. Damn. Whenever you take damage from the player, controlled unit, or Roshan, consume all stacks to gain an all damage barrier for 7 seconds. That absorbs. Ooh, that's pretty good. So you just gain stacks, which give movement speed, and then you get a barrier buff if you take damage. Dang, that's cool. New magical item, Krella's Crozier. I guess that's what it says. Attributes and health and mana. You enter ghost form for 4 seconds, becoming immune to physical damage, but are unable to attack. 30% more vulnerable to magic damage. Steal 5% movement speed from enemy heroes in a 900 range. Putrefacition's aura effect is increased 75%. All of the lost health restoration is redirected to you every second. And it reduces nearby enemy heroes' health restoration. Damn. That's just like a Necro right there. Like that's just Necro's ability, Ghost Shroud. That's Necro if he was an item. Oh, they're bringing back Specialist Array. Nice. Essence Distiller, new support item. Get the mana, attributes armor, and mana. Provides 40 health regeneration when cast on allies. Can be ground targeted to lie dormant for up to 15 seconds and attach to the first enemy that comes within range. When an enemy deals 25 damage per second, it provides true sight over them and shares their vision with the wearer's team. Interesting. So like it shares the enemy vision? Weird. Specialist Array, hell yeah. Agility and damage. Range attacks have a 30% chance to fire an additional projectile. What? Damn. I mean, that's just gonna be a sniper item for sure. Like, it's like, yeah, we knew that. Oh boy. Hydra's Breath. 5,900. Strength, agi, damage, and attack range for ranged only. Okay, so this is like a range item. Attacks poison enemies, dealing 2.5 of the target's max HP as magical damage. What the fuck, dude? What the shit? Range attacks have a 30% chance to fire at additional projectiles. What? So is this an upgraded specialist array then? That's gotta be, right? Arcane boots. Now also requires a wizard hat. Interesting. Okay. Battle Fury recipe changed. Perseverance. Yep. They're going back to the Perseverance. So it's going to cost more, but able to get like health regen in lane earlier. That's going to be good. Avatar duration changed. Okay. Nice. So a bit of a buff to BKB. Splint mail and chainmail. That makes sense. But I think that's most of the new items. I think they're just changing stuff. Okay, big recipe change to Dagon, it looks like. Okay. So they took out the diadem. Nice, nice. What? Energy burst no longer instantly kills non-ancient creeps? Dude, what? That's bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. That's like one of the best things with Dagon, is you can just insta-kill a creep and farm it. Oh, man. Uh-huh. Okay, nice. Little debuff to Dragonlance and Hurricane Pike. Oh, Billy! Billy, 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 Billy! You're here. You're not gonna believe this, Billy. They took out facets. They took out facets. Right here. Facets removed from the game. No more facets. Just look at this shit. There's no facets. All the facets are gone. No facets. Do you see this shit? Look. I don't know, but there's no facets anymore.
Comes to an end.
Ugh. Gotta get back. Yeah, just I don't know, man. I was just gonna hop on and play some Dota. Nothing. They're just gone. It's back to what it was before facets were a thing. We just back to, I guess, regular Dota, just Shard and Scepter, right? So I don't know. Oh, they got new items too. They've given new items, so we got some new items, which is pretty cool. Right? Yeah, Dota is just Dota again. It's not exciting. But hey, we got some cool items like Consecrated Wraps, Krella's Crozier, Essence Distiller, Specialist Array is back, Hydra's Breath. There's some pretty cool items. But yeah, no no facets. I'm a little disappointed because I was planning on doing support invoker gameplay, and now I'm like, well, shit. Like I can't do the Wex facet. Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm really disappointed. Actually, let me check. He has shard still. Well,
Enlightenment is mine.
uh, wait, are you just able to choose the scepter now? Okay, I'm gonna have to read his change because I don't know what that means. I'll figure Invoker out when I get there. Yeah, so I'm just going through the item changes at the moment. Yeah, it looks like you can choose at least for him. What about like anybody else? Uh oh yeah, they changed that. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna have to figure out is what it means. Looks like they changed faceless a bit, but we'll get there. Let's let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm gotta finish these items so I can get to the heroes. Maybe, maybe. Uh, nice. Okay, nothing. Oh my gosh, they removed Eternal Shroud. They got rid of Eternal Shroud, Billy. Can no longer be dissembled. I think that's fine. Okay, a bit of a recipe change for Glimmer and Glepnir. Uh, yeah, I guess it wasn't eternal. What? You can now harpoon trees? Dude, that's just timber. Like they just made harpoon a timber. You can harpoon trees and be drawn towards it. That's insane. That's crazy. Hmm. Right? I'm gonna play timber and build harpoon on it just so I can chain across trees permanently. Looks like a yeah. Gonna have to do a bit of change to Heaven's Halberd. Ooh, nice, a little bit of a debuff to Kaya. Can no longer be dissembled on Lotus Orb. I think that's fine. MK is even sadder. Yeah. No. I mean, no one was playing Monkey King anyway, so yeah, Perseverance. Yeah, they changed they took out Cornucopia. So Battle Fury is back to Perseverance as well. Yeah, right. I hope he does. I hope he gets a buff, but with it going back to Perseverance on Battle Fury, then that's gonna change up the, people wanting to probably get the Ring of Health first. Mask of Madness looks about a little bit of a debuff. Okay, nice. Nullifier. What did this now requires? Splint Mail. Ooh, nice. Mana. Recipe changed. Okay, yeah, just some recipe changes because they took out some items. That's fine. Uh, noise. Nothing too crazy on these, it doesn't look like. Oh, wow, they decreased the health regen on Perseverance. They're really trying to get rid of this Battle Fury meta. Let's see. Yeah, it requires shawl instead of headdress. Burn toggling no longer breaks invisibility nor stops channeling. Oh, that's nice. Little buff to radiance there. Hmm. Item reworked. Oh boy, Shiva's got reworked. Da, 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 da. Yep, okay, what happened to Shiva's? Recipe change, Splint Mail, Chasm Stone instead of Veil. No longer provides those. But armor increase now also provides 75 AoE effect. Ooh, yeah, because the Chasm Stone. So bigger AoEs on Shivas, that's pretty good. Huh. Damage increase, radius decrease. Wait, freezing aura no longer reduces health restoration. Huh. Well, that sucks. What does the freezing aura do? Wow, that's a big change. Alright, so Shiva's is no longer good against Huskar or Necro or anybody who wants to heal. It's literally just uh, attack speed reduction. I kind of hate that. I hate that. Hmm. Veil of Discord. Right, because now this is just doesn't go into anything, I don't think. I think this is just its own thing. Uh-huh. Okay, Bloodstone item reworked. What do we got here? Just decrease. More health. Also provides intelligence. No more. The basic dispel's gone. Damn. Spell weakness aura. Nice, that's cool. So no dispel. Yep. Oh boy, what hero are you gonna redeem? Oh no. Yep. I mean, I'm getting to the heroes myself. Oh shit, they changed. Oh, they're bringing the jungle back, Billy. Jungler's coming back because tier ones are now available at 0 minutes. Neutral items are available at the get go. Bring back the jungler to be able to get the neutral items for the team. I like that. Oh, nice dagger of wrist stools coming back. Forager's kit. I know, right? I wanna see the jungler meta come in. I want to see something different. Okay, what does it say? When the cooldown is ready, nearby trees that can be foraged will appear. By standing next to a tree for 1 second, you can forage the tree and find flora, fungi, or a bag of gold containing 30 gold. Interesting. So probably like a support item that you can just, if you don't have much to do, you can maybe find gold. Interesting. A possessed mask. Let's go. Stonefeather's satchel. It's a toggle. Toggle to switch the contents of the satchel between a pound of feather or rocks. Increase movement speed. Okay. Or increase armor. And decrease the forced movement. Oh, that's pretty cool. Ah, interesting. Crippling crossbow moved from 4 to 2. Damn. Hey, Medallion of Courage is back. Hey, let's go. Hell yeah. Okay, a bit of a debuff to Searing Signet, and Seeds of Serenity is back. Let's go, dude. Whispers of Dread got taken out. What? Damn. But the Cloak of Flames is back, dude. God damn, the Cloak of Flames is back. Hell yeah. I like that. Partisan's Brand. Increases spell damage dealt to player controlled units by 9%. So I guess that's just good for if you're up against like a Beastmaster or something. That's a weird one. Spell Slinger, 20% mana used to cast abilities are recovered over 10 seconds. Ooh, that's pretty good. And then Stormcrafter is back. Let's go. We got Stormcrafter. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, everybody in the Discord is just getting hyped over the changes. I love it. Nice Stormcrafter. Conjurer's Catalyst. What does this do? Tier 4, dealing 100 spell damage to an enemy causes them to overheat and deal damage to their allies in a 300 unit radius. Hero targets deal 40% damage to their allies. Okay, so just put this on Lena with combustion and she's gonna be broken. Dandelion Amulet, nice, nice. You love to see it. Enchanter's Babble increases the bonuses of the item's neutral enchantment by 15%. Every time this item is crafted again, the bonus is increased by 40%. Ooh, nice. That's cool. Prophet's Pendulum. 30% of incoming damage is delayed over 5 seconds. Ah, very cool. Harmonizer is a tier 5. Gain 5% spell mana cost reduction for every spell off cooldown, and 6% spell amp for every spell on cooldown. Interesting. Witchbane! They brought Witchbane back. Oh, great. My favorite. Ah, lovely. Yep, dispel all enemies and allies in a 300 radius. Damn. And your attacks deal bonus magical damage equal to 4% your target's max mana. That's going to be really good against OD. Enchantment changes, though. Uh-huh. Are no longer randomized. Interesting. Options are based on your hero's primary attribute, with some enchantments available to all heroes. Okay. Quickwind and Vital, Brawny Tough, Alert Brawny, Mystical Tough, Alert Mystical. Okay, so it depends on what type of hero you pick is what you get. Interesting. Interesting. Hulking, Feverish. Okay. Boundless is removed, Vast is removed, Wise is removed. Damn. Don't say anything new here. Uh-huh. Pretty basic there. Okay. Alright, we're getting into the creeps now. Okay, they're increasing the damage on some, decreasing the damage on some. Da, da, da. Okay, so no longer chain stun by the water neutrals. Okay, now we're into hero changes. Holy crap, here we go. Withering Mist. Interesting. So that's the innate. Okay, that's fair. Aghanim Scepter now also increases base bonus gold and max bonus gold per kill by 6 per melted Aghanim Scepter. Okay, nice. That's his scepter. Bone Chill. Upgrade. Oh, did they change his scepter? Wait, let's see. Deals magic damage with his abilities. Affected enemies are chilled for 4 seconds, reducing their move speed by 2% per stack. Da, da, da. Damn. Okay, so it doesn't look like they changed his scepter, but they did change. Yeah. So it just. Chilling Touch now is still going to cost 35. Oh, it's just base 35. Okay, I see. Fair enough. Animage. Okay. Mana Break's now upgraded with Aghanim Scepter. I know, that's insane. Like, just having Bone Chill being upgraded. Yeah, exactly. Oof. Because, yeah. I mean, I already don't like playing against AA, but there you go. Okay, scepter change. I wish they would show the scepter change. I'm not seeing like the scepter change. It just says now upgraded with Aghanim Scepter. Or is this it? Increases max mana burned per hit. Let me see.
The true path.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. I see. Fair enough. Arc Warden. Okay, nice. Runic Infusion. No longer grants regeneration rune buff upon activating any rune. Now provides Arc Warden with a 0.15 all attribute permanently whenever Arc or the Tempest double activates. Nice. Damn. So he just gets that magnetic field rune pull innately. Damn. Now acts as innate ability. Okay, one man army. Nice. Okay, cool. Back to the normal culling blade. Okay, a bit of a change to him there. Ability reworked. Every time Bane kills an enemy hero or they die under the effect of any debuff applied by Bane, they receive a terror for the rest of the game. Each terror stack decreases the enemy's status resistance to all Bane's debuffs. What? That's insane. Uh-huh. And now he just has the sleepwalk that can be alt cast on or off. Damn, dude. Okay, wow. A buff to Firefly, as if he needed that. Very cool. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Inner Beast is now the innate. Interesting. Damn, that's a crazy shard to get that on his shard. He just now, with his shard, gets to apply Wild Axe debuff on attacks. Jesus. Why would they rename Razorback? Call of Wild Boar renamed to Summon Razorback? What the fuck? And they changed the Hawks to Raptors? What the hell? That's ridiculous. Damn. A big buff to I guess not enough people were picking Beastmaster. So they were like, oh, let me buff Beastmaster for shits and giggles. Let me put that on. I forgot to put that on. There we go. Pure damage based on target's max health. Ooh, nice. Now pierces debuff immunity. Damn. Ability reworked on Bounty Hunter. Okay, receives 50% percent more kill and assist gold if the dying enemy hero is big game. Aha. Uh-huh. Nice. Okay, I see. Cool, cool. Liquid Courage. Max status resist changed from 10.5 to zero point 0.5 per level up to 10%. Hmm. Nice, nice. Ooh, interesting. Brood. Hero health as heal changed from 2 to 1.9%, 0.1% per level. Damn, that's a big buff. And now she just has the apply lifesteal to all spiderlings. Damn. A lot of these heroes are just getting their facets just added in, right? Like they're not losing them, they're just getting added. Horsepower. Okay, horsepower is his innate now. So now you're just never gonna build boots on him. But you get an additional random enchantment that doesn't provide negative stats. Wow. That's cool. Scepter changed. Whenever an illusion of CKs is created, there's a 50% chance to create an additional illusion. Damn. Changed to Chen. Zealot. New innate ability. Has both passive and active components. When Chen responds, he is joined in battle by a Zealot, a melee creep warrior with a martyrdom ability, which allows him to sacrifice himself to deal damage or heal an ally. Damn. Okay. Interesting. That's pretty cool. Nothing too crazy to Clinks. What? Clockwork got the armor power. He can just consume chainmails now innately. That's awesome. You know what that means? Buy a chainmail in the first second of the game and consume it. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, nice. Clockwork can now move freely through cogs. Ah, okay. So they retract if he walks over them, but other things can also walk over them. Damn. Ah, a little bu nice buff to overclocking though. Oh, that's cool. Glacial Guard. A portion of Crystal Maiden's uh, mana spent on abilities is converted to physical barrier for her. Hell yeah. I like it. Quick Wit. Okay, so yeah, they just made a facet into his innate. Always have 20%. Nice. Damn, 100% mana and health regen when she becomes untargetable. That's crazy, dude. Uh-huh. Cool, cool. Nice. I like that they took away that big heal from Solar Guardian. That's pretty cool. Dazzle. Uh, ally heals them for 60 per stack weave, including the stack was just applied. Wait, does that mean this doesn't affect enemies anymore? Or maybe it does, but okay, okay. I want to check that. Does that mean he's not doing damage to
I
enemies?
cast a long shadow.
No, no, yeah. The scepter still has that. They just added it. Okay. DP, what do you got? Witchcraft. Mhm. Nothing too crazy. Looks about the same. Okay, nice. Electromagnetic repulsion got a bit of a buff. Oh, Thunderstrike did not need more damage. He did not need more damage on this Thunderstrike. Hmm. Wow, so you can get kinetic fence with your shard. So that means you can have the rain and the fence. Very cool. Doom baby. What do we got? When Doom attacks enemy heroes, he applies a curse upon them. After 2.5 seconds, the cursed hero bursts with a pillar of fire, damaging itself and all enemies units around. Damn. Uh-huh. Damn. Okay. That's terrifying. Okay, they moved his gluttony facet to devours shard. Okay. Okay, scepter applies break. Okay. And no longer increases damage. Interesting. DK, baby. Oh, right. No more facets, so DK doesn't get the choice between frost, poison, or fire, or whatever it was called. No. Oh, Dragon Tail now has the AoE radius by default. That's pretty cool. Wait, what? Worm's Wrath now always grants bonus magic damage on attack? Dude, that's crazy. And AoE bonus. That's crazy, dude. Okay, so we're back to just the levels being Green Dragon, Red Dragon, Corrosive. Damn. Blue Dragon. Yeah, so he's just getting them all in one, though. Slightly rescale. That's still fine, though. I still think that's really strong just to be able to get all his dragons back. That's crazy. On to Drow. What did they change on her? Base damage decrease. Ooh, nice decrease to her damage. Huh? Nice. Debuff to precision aura. Now allowed to move. Okay, so you can just now innately move with multi-shot. Damn. Yeah, just big debuffs to Drow. Really, Earth Spirit's been out of the meta for a while, so I wonder what they were gonna do to him. Slow duration increased, silence increased, damage per second increased. Ooh, nice. And then solid buffs to Earth Spirit. There you go, Billy. There you go. We got some good Earth Spirit buffs. I want to see that. Earth Shaker. No longer levels with Echo Slam for Slugger. And they rescaled the damage. Looks like it's a bit of a debuff, honestly, at least for early game. Okay, stun duration increase. Nice. Radius increase. Okay, not bad. Okay, so they removed the tip the scales for Elder Titan. Momentum is a new ability. Nice. So yeah, it just gets that. Wasn't that his like facet or something that I never play ET, so I don't know. Yeah, because he gets buffs based on his movement speed. Nice. Okay, looks pretty fine for ET there. Ember Spirit, what do we got? Nice, increase to strength. Da, da, da. Okay, it looks like it's just a bit of debuff for immolation there. But they increased the damage for Sleight of Fist. Alright. Enchantress, damage increase changed from 4% to plus 4% per level, just to 4% per level. Okay, that's a debuff. Oh, that's a good increase in range. Oh, that's really nice. A longer attack range against enchanted heroes. Ooh, that's cool. I like that. You're able to see the total max possible heal. Enigma, Event Horizon. Ooh, nice. Yeah, so Event Horizon is now just the innate. Faceless. I saw him when I was flipping through heroes. He got a decent change. Uh-huh. Okay, well, yeah, that's pretty nice that this slow from projectiles will be applied to allies within 1200 range. Yeah, because now the scepter gives the reverse time walk. Where is your time zone? No time zone. Time zone got taken out. I mean, you didn't even use time zone. What are you talking about? I don't think I ever saw you play faceless. Yeah, time lock attacks will no longer miss. Ooh, interesting. So yeah, I do like that they added the reverse time walk to the scepter. Right? I think having that reverse time walk on the shard was pretty ridiculous. So I do like that. Hmm. Oh, nice, nice. In your second most recent game? Okay, well let me go fact check you. Where are you? Are you offline? What are you doing offline? There you are. I don't see a faceless game here. where's where's your void, Billy? I don't see it. Oh, I see a lot of lich. All right. Alright, what does the shard do now? It increases attack and movement slow per cooldown. Nice. Nice little buff to time dilation. My Lich can't have my mama, okay? No. Yeah, look, they just had to rub it in for you, Billy. Chronosphere is now the default ultimate ability. There you go. It's gonna make sense this patch? Okay. Ooh, Ink Trail. Okay, nice. So now it just gets applied whenever he hits somebody. And by illusions. Grimstroke Manta style coming. Ooh, anti takes less damage by enemies who are affected by Ink Trail. Yeah, just build Manta on Grim, and you'll be taking no damage at all. Ooh, Gyrocopter. Decrease the movement speed. Ooh, Chop Chop is gone, but they got the Afterburners, so now he'll just innately be able to gain movement speed. That's cool. Oh, okay, so they just added the Side Gunner. Okay, so it no longer upgrades flat cannon, but it's technically the exact same. I guess that's fair. Alright, Hoodwink, what do you got? Looks about the same. Just rescaled that. That's fine. Ooh, okay, nice. Bushwhack has a longer cast range. Uh, uh-huh. Okay, so Spirit Bear can now block the projectile, and hero creeps will no longer stop it. Nice. Hell yeah. I want to see more hoodwinks. Wait, Husker had an intelligence gain? Why? I thought they already removed that. He has no mana. Why would he have intelligence gain? I guess maybe for like the innate magic resist, but I didn't know he still had intelligence. Okay, buff to damage. Oh, right, because now his pure burning spears are gone. Hell yeah. But the health cost changed from 4% of current health to 2% of max health. Damn. And it says Huskar can use this ability even if he has less health than the health cost required. So can you deny yourself as Huskar? Can you do that? I'm gonna have to test that. Okay, yeah, this is just one of his like Berserker facet or whatever. Alright, we're gonna test that. Where is Huskar? He's over here. He's a strength hero. Why can't I find him? Ba-da-ba-ba. There he is. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can't kill myself. Hey Flynn, how's it going, man? I am testing this patch out. So
I
I
know what life
think
is like.
Huskar can just kill himself. Where's the dummy? Dummy, there we go.
Yes.
Okay,
All right, get ready.
this is gonna take a while. Let me get some. Okay, so we're gonna see if this you can actually kill yourself with this. Well, okay, maybe I should actually do that so that I have Berserker's Blood, maybe. Because if you have Berserker's Blood, you should be okay for the most part. But yeah, we're getting a lot of regen. Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like I'm gonna actually be able to kill myself with the. I don't know. Actually, we're getting there. Oh, oh, it's getting real low. It's not killing me
Felt like
though.
taking a beating.
It's not killing me. I'm not dying. I'm really close. Okay, so let's try to just do this so that I don't have the Berserker's Blood and see if this kills me. Testing for science. So without the regen, nope, you cannot. Yeah, you just get to one. Okay. Well, we figured that out. Huskar cannot kill himself. That's unfortunate. Invoker, baby. This is the one I wanted to see. How does his work? Okay, they increased the levels for his spheres. Hell yeah. Aghanim Scepter, Twister damage decreased. Okay, Invoke. Here we go. Now, Scepter. This is the Scepter change. Now, whenever Invoker gets Aghanim Scepter or Aghanim Shard, these items are inert in the inventory until Invoker activates them manually. Upon activation, he will be presented with 3 upgrades to choose from. Upgrades themselves for both Aghanim Scepter and Aghanim Shard are unchanged. You can't change selected upgrades. Selling Aghanim Scepter and buying it again will provide the same upgrade you choose for the first time. Aghanim Scepter no longer provides +1 level. Oh, that's awesome, dude. That is awesome. All right, I'm yeah, because then what this means is you're able to do shit like this. So, like, you could do the Quaz Shard and the Exort Scepter. So if I Shard, it goes, yeah, there it is. Oh, so I could do the EMP. Oh, look at that. And then you can buy Scepter, and I can do the Exort. Oh, and look, it's lit up. Oh, that's so cool.
From the ark, behold. I'll keep it in mind.
Because then you can throw that down, and it pulls them into it. Oh, that's cool. Now, obviously, like, you probably would want... Oh, I reset myself, damn it. Yeah. Or, you know, you could do Ghost Walk and then do, like, Exorts. Right? So now if I do, like, a Radiance, and then I could get the fire going, burn them down, be like, haha, nice. I like that, actually. I really like that. That is cool as fuck. I think I like that change, because it really felt bad for not being able to pick uh the pick which one you wanted, right? Because now if I play Support Invoker, I can choose the EMP Shard, which is the best shard, I think, and get the Quaz Scepter, which gives you the better Ice Wall. So that's just huge, right? God, that's awesome, dude. That is awesome. I like that a lot. Okay, bit of change to IO here. Nice, okay. Interesting. So just increasing outgoing damage amp, which scales with health. Very cool. Jack Hero, please tell me you made him worse. Well, looks like they made him. Actually, no, that's worse because now it's just not 50; it's 51% minus 1% per level. So it actually no, that's better actually. Damn it. Hey, Liquid Fire now has mana cost, and the shard makes it 0. Okay, I think that's fair. Wait, Blade forms his innate ability? Okay, I see. That's just his. So he no longer does damage from the front? No. Then Char now increases healing ward. I think that's fine. Okay, just take Coddle out of the game, please. mm-hmm. Damn, he gains movement speed for every intelligence? Damn. Interesting. Weird bright seed? Okay. Maybe about the same. Bit of a debuff to Kez. Nice, so we just got that facet put in switch discipline. Nice, destroy the tree. Ah, okay. Okay, so now it just does the critical strike instead of applying a mark, unless you did it by parrying or casting Raven's Veil. I kind of like that. Okay, nice little buff. Ooh, Raptor Dance no longer provides magic damage immunity. Oh boy. So if you're sitting in macro, you're taking that damage. Ah. Okay, so now you can only get one application of Admiral's Rum. I like it. Largo, here we go. What changes did Largo get? Hmm. Lick now can lick runes. What? Hey, Largo mid. Let's do a Largo mid. You can lick runes. Oh, what? No, his scepter no longer deals damage. No. But this one, Bully Belly, now deals damage innately. Ah, okay. Yeah, no, Largo mid. I think Largo mid would actually be a thing now. Because you get the early game item that gives you the extra AoE. You have the ability to lick runes to collect them. So he can like pretty much, get both water runes as long as the other hero doesn't immediately go for it. And then he just gets the damage on his ult. Hell yeah. Outfight them. Legion Commander. Uh-huh. Nice. So yeah, Commander bonus armor. Cast an ability. She gains the same amount of stacking bonus for 6 seconds. Nice. Okay. That could be a pretty good matchup with some other heroes, I think. Oh, nice. So the barrier gets put on the shard. Okay, so interesting. Ooh, okay, so Moment of Courage is no longer a chance to proc, it's like a counter helix. It'll automatically trigger after taking X amount of attacks. Damn. Okay, Legion Commander can now use any abilities during duel. Wow, okay. Okay, nice. So, wait, does she still get the extra time on Scepter?
Whatever they brought, it won't be enough.
So she doesn't. So it is now just permanently a 5 second duel. No longer gets a duration increase off Scepter. Okay, a bit of a debuff to Leshrac. So they also took out the facets, so he no longer has that big hero burst damage. So that's good. Hey, here's Lich, Billy. Here you go. Hmm. Wow, so they made a took a bit of debuff there. All right, what does he do? Sacrifice, new innate ability. Lich can instantly kill an allied creep to gain mana relative to its current health and earn experience bounty for it. Oh, that's cool. Cooldown 120 seconds. This ability starts on an extended cooldown and with no charges, making the first cast possible only at 2. Okay, 2 minutes. Ah, okay. So it counts as a deny, which still provides experience to enemy heroes. So basically, you want to do this away from enemy heroes. That's cool. I like that. Ooh, what is this? Oh my god. Base damage increased by 10? That's insane. That's crazy, dude. Look at that. Level 1 from 39 to 45 is now 49 to 55. Jesus. And base attack speed increased and base move speed increased. Man, insane. Like Lifestealer just got a big buff there. Mm-hmm. Okay. Feast is now a basic ability again. Oh, it's because Ghoul Frenzy is now the innate. I see. Interesting. Now can be used on ancient creeps by default. Nice. Interesting. Here's the Lena. Oh, nice. They removed the combustion. Let's go. But now the slow burn is the innate. Undispellable burn damage for 4 seconds. Jesus. Uh-huh. Nice. They decrease the damage. That's good. I like to see that. And the shard is now the supercharge. Okay. Well, damn. Here's Lion. Oh, and the game coordinator's down. To hell and back. Ability reworked. Killing or assisting in a hero kill provides Lion with 20% debuff duration while that hero is dead. Whenever a Lion respawns or resurrects, he gains 20% spell amp for 90 seconds until he gets a kill or an assist. Damn, that's cool. What did they change to Finger, dude? Okay, they decreased the cooldown. Damage per kill decreased. Now has empowered melee attacks after casting ult by default. Ooh, nice. You can toggle it off though, which is nice. Interesting. Okay, I like it. Hell yeah. Okay, weird. Change to Lone Druid. Literally nothing. Attack projectile speed increased. Cool. I wanted them to change Lone Druid, man. That's okay. Luna. Damage for allies. Self changed. Not bad. Alright, nothing too crazy to Luna. Luna will Luna still. Okay, nice. That's actually a big increase for Lycan, because that just goes from 2% per level to 18% plus 2. So that's a big increase. Mm, nice. What the hell? Well, I gotta update. Alright, I'll do that real quick. Into the void we go. just didn't update too. Damn. Yeah, just looking back over the discords and everyone's freaking out. That's funny. I mean, rightfully so. All right, did you guys enjoy the void? But yeah, that's insane, dude. All right, should be coming back. There it is. Da, da, da. We were at Lycan. We're still going. There we go. Life Stealer, Lena, Lone Druid, Lycan. There we go. Nice. Increased agility. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, nice. Now always affects Magnus. Damn. Okay, Empower is just now always on Mag. That's cool. Marcy. What did they change for Marcy? Mm-hmm. Ooh, nice. So just kind of like a ease of life change to this. So Marcy's courier will now automatically take stuff from stash and deliver and then head back. That's pretty cool. Ability reworked on Bodyguard. Has both passive and active components. Very nice. Okay, yeah, so it's just like her facet was moved into Bodyguard. Ability can be set to all cast bring target allied to destination. Does not work on rooted or leashed ally. Damn, so you can just do that innately now. That's awesome. Rebound got a buff. That's like kind of what I was saying. It's that they're just taking their facets, or at least a lot of these heroes, they're taking their facets and just adding it to the hero. So it's not like they're getting debuffed, they're just getting buffed because the facets are just now in their kit. Dauntless. Okay, wow. So no longer considers Mars allies when determined if Mars is outnumbered. Cool. Now a point target ability. Mars will face towards the target direction when toggled on. Interesting. And they took away the scepter. Interesting. By 10 seconds increases the duration. If an enemy is killed in the arena, Mars and all of his allies in the arena restore their health. I think that's a pretty significant debuff. Like, I know nobody really built the scepter on Mars. I liked the scepter on Mars. It's a fun scepter. But this scepter is now just his facet. So now instead of just having that facet, you have to build the scepter to get it. Oh man, that's ridiculous. I think that's a big hit to Mars there. Dusa, not much change on Dusa except for talents. Interesting. Meepo. What is Geomancy? Meepo grants stacking bonuses to himself and his clones based on their terrain. Each Meepo grants its bonus to other Meepos. Ah. So trees give health. Solid ground, he gets movement speed. If he's in water, his attacks slow the target. Ah. Damn. Okay, so that's cool. So, like, based on where the Meepos are, they give buffs to the other Meepos. That's cool. And Ransack pierces debuff immunity. Let's go. And Divided We Stand is changed. So move from 3 to 4. No longer grants passive magic resistance. Now each duplicate copies all of Meepo's items, but they share their cooldowns, damage, attack speed. Oh, that's crazy, dude. No longer has a penalty. No longer getting 30% experience independently. Meeple gains 100% experience from all hero kills. Nice. So now the Meepos can use the items across whatever Meepo you want. That's crazy. Like they share the same cooldown, but they, you just get to use the items on whoever you want. So it's very similar to Arc Warden, kind of. That's a cool change. I like that. Ooh, what's this? Celestial's Quiver. Rana consumes a charge to empower her next attack with bonus magic damage. Ooh, nice. Upgraded with Shard. Alright, cool, cool. Hey, here's the Monkey King, Billy. Here's the Monkey King. Huh? Okay, nice. Okay, increase the cast range. Cooldown decrease. That's actually really good. Oh, what? Leaping between trees can now be interrupted by roots and leashes. So if you jump over like a bramble, do you get caught in the bramble even though you're technically jumping over it? That's gonna be that's gonna be something interesting to find out. Uh, yep, changing the guard is now set by default. That's cool. So we already know what that does, but the Scepter ability appears in place of Wukong's command at the start of the first second cooldown after casting Wukong's command. Mm-hmm. Ah, okay, interesting. Well, I don't think that's crazy. We're gonna have to test Monkey King though to see what that means. As if jumping over like bramble or something will make you get hit. Hey, let's go. Morphling now scales based or his model size scales based on his agi and strength ratio. That's cool. A new innate ability. Strength and agility provides Morphling with additional bonuses. His cast range, slow resistance are increased by a portion of his strength. His attack range and movement speed are increased by a portion of his agility. These bonuses are provided even while replicating, except for the extra attack range, which is not provided when replicating a melee unit. Oh, interesting. Okay. They increased adaptive strike. Fair enough. Ooh, Muerta. What does she have? Whenever an enemy hero dies, she gains a stack of spell amp. Damn. Oh, but when she dies, she loses half the stacks. Damn. That sucks, dude. That's just Storm Spirit. Right? Storm Spirit gets the stacks, and then if he dies, he loses them. Or not all of them, but he loses, I think, like half or something. So that sucks. Wait, Pierce the Veil no longer grants bonus damage, it now grants 75% base damage. It now has a passive component. Muerta can always attack ethereal targets. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. That's the same. Ooh, Spectral Slug, is it back? But I mean, dealing damage, knocking them back and turning them ethereal, rendering them immune to physical damage and unable to attack. The target is slowed and becomes 20% more vulnerable. Okay, so it's not completely back, but yeah, I like that. It's a shard though, so that's cool. Naga Siren. Okay, so looks like yeah, Riptide is now always the basic ability, so Deluge is out of here. No more Deluge. Yeah, I don't think he needed a damage increase on natures, but fair enough. Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, 2% bonus damage for each nearby tree. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, why would you buff his damage when he has Spirit of the Forest? That's crazy. Okay, a little change to Nature's Call. Interesting. Nice little buff to Ghost Shroud. Very cool. Heart of Darkness innate. Damn, Hunter and the Nate is now the innate ability. Now upgraded with Scepter. Ooh. And killing an enemy here resets cooldowns. Very cool. Now upgraded with the Shard. Yep, so now the Void is Shard is the AoE. They took away that toggle on Crippling Fear. I mean, I don't think anyone built it anyway. But Midnight Feast is a new basic ability. What does it do? Night Stalker heals himself when attacking enemy units. Attacks on allied units and buildings will not heal. Okay. Can be cast at night to eat a non-ancient creep. Okay, nice. It can't be cast on allies. No. What? Dude, what? They took away that Nixth sense? Removed Nixth sense? So now you're not able to see invisibility around you. Damn. But the mana burn is now the innate. So whenever he deals damage with attacks or abilities, he burns the mana equal to 12% of the damage dealt. That's pretty good. And now Mind Flare innately burns max mana. Jeez. That's crazy. So now he has mana burn and Mind Flare. He's just going to be a mana burning monster, dude. God damn. And they changed Vendetta to have the Shard, which was the old facet. So again, yeah, he just gets both facets now. Like, that's a big buff to Nyx. Holy crap. Uh-huh. Wait. Yeah, Nyx. Yeah, that's a big buff to Nyx. I like that. So wait, Ogre Magi, now also upgraded by Aghanim Scepter, becomes Refined Fire Blast, reducing its cooldown by 1%. So wait, does this replace Fire Blast? I have to check that. I gotta check that. That can't be what it is, right? Like it should give, because that'd be insane. Because it says replace. That can't be right. No, yeah, you get both. Okay.
You ready? Let's go.
Just had to make sure they didn't completely bomb Ogre. Yeah, because it says becomes Refined Fire Blast. So I was like, what? Alright, yeah, Ogre still looks fine. Omni Knight gets a bit of a decrease. Ooh, now pierces debuff immunity on enemies. Ooh, nice. Cooldown decreased. That's pretty good. But no longer bonus strength. Okay, but it changed to repel. Hammer of Purity pierces debuff immunity now. Damn. So Omni Knight's just really good against Lifestealer and Jug now. Because he just pierces debuff immunity with 2 of his spells now. Or, well, 2 of his damage spells. Cool, cool. Nice. I like that they changed Guardian Angel back. So now it's just the AoE around him again, and then the Scepter makes it global. That's awesome. I like that. Yep. Oracle now always predicts Roshan's exact respawn timer. That's just what TA does. What does TA do? What the hell? Ooh, False Promise is no longer upgraded by Scepter. What does this do? New passive ability granted by Aghanim Scepter. Oracle receives a tarot card buff now and every 90 seconds. This buff is undispellable and lasts until the next one replaces it. Oracle knows which buff will be next. Death is 40% spell amp. The Fool is 100% gold gain. The World is 150% intelligence. Lovers is 40% heal amp. And the Tower gain a 400 all damage barrier which regenerates after not taking damage for 7 seconds? What the fuck, dude? And these last for 90 seconds? I mean, you can't choose which one's gonna come, but that is awesome. I really like that. That'll be interesting to see how that goes. Nice debuff to OD. Essence Flux is now the innate, though. Nice. Objurgation. What the fuck is this? New basic ability has both passive and active. It increases his maximum mana. Can be activated to create an all damage barrier. Okay, so this is just his scepter, but barrier can be dispelled. And multiple instances do stack. Upgraded with scepter. Okay, so his scepter is still the same. It just buffs this objurgation. Very cool. And good. Decrease the stuff on Sanity's Eclipse. I like it. Ooh, my boy Pango. Nice. Slow duration increase, damage increase, armor reduction decreased, but stun duration increased. Hell yeah. So now it's just 1.2 permanently. Hell yeah, dude. Buffs on Pango. Bring Pango back. PA, Blur no longer levels with Coup de Gras. Yeah, so I got some, uh, I'd say some pretty decent buffs there. Nice. PL got min damage increases change from 2% to per 3 levels up to 2% per 3 levels. Wait, does that not? Wait, what? Minimum damage increase change from 2 per 3 levels ups to 2% per 3 levels. That sounds the exact same to me. Yeah, I'm glad that they put an icon here because I'm like, what? This means two things. Bonus damage increases 1 level earlier. Okay. And PL Lancer will gain 1 more damage increase. Okay. So it's just moving the damage increase by 1 level. Dying Light. Nice, so they made Dying Light Phoenix's innate. Oh, this effect also presents during Supernova? Oh, that's awesome. I like that. Hell yeah. Colossal. Primal Beast rework. Innate. 10% slow resistance gains the AoE plus slow resistance for every 100 maximum health. Damn. So you can probably get really big AoE on him. Okay, Puck. Puckish. Nice. Uh-huh. Spell dodge multiplier decreased. Fair enough. Now has curve vector targeting by default. But you can alt cast it to launch the orb straight. Very cool. Nice. Interesting. Okay, Pugna. My damage source changed from Nether Ward to the caster. Huh. Interesting. Scream of Pain, or Quap, damage increase. She did not need that. 25% of damage dealt to heroes with this ability is reflected back to her. Ah, interesting. Damn, so she's just gonna have. So they increased the damage of Scream of Pain, but now 25% of that damage is just reflected back to her innately. That's crazy. Here's Razor. Debuff the Razor. Damage drain rate increased. Why would you do that? But Storm Surge upgraded by Aghanim's Shard. Okay, so that's just his facet that they turned into the shard. Okay. That's a buff to Razor. What the fuck? Backstab gets a increase. Sort of a buff to Smokescreen, kind of. Well, more of a debuff late game. Hmm. Nice. Okay. Rainmaster. What did they do to him? Pool of souvenirs now always consists of Funhouse Mirror, Strum and Tonic, Unicycle, and Whoopee Cushion. Okay. So they just added the facets together. Don't know what happened to the picture there. Targeted unit is no longer stunned. Ooh, nice. Hell yeah. Okay, nice, nice. Okay, some good buffs to Rainmaster. Very cool. Oh, Rubik, here we go. What did they do to Rubik? Increased damage by 1. Let's go. Curiosity, new innate. Oh, what is this? Rubik gains 1 stack of curiosity per level, each granting him 1 base damage, or plus 1 base damage, and plus 0.3% buff debuff duration, and plus 2 area of effect bonus. Damn. If Rubik sees an enemy hero cast an ability within 1200 distance of him, he gains 2 curiosity for 20 seconds. If an enemy that currently provides temporary curiosity dies within 3 seconds after taking damage from Rubik, he gains 1 curiosity permanently. Ooh, I love that. That sounds awesome. I gotta play some Rubik now. Mm-hmm. Nice. Oh, Fade Bolt now reduces both spell and attack damage. That's awesome. Nice. But Spell Steal no longer grants debuff amp. Wow. But their it is cooldown reduction decreased is now just innate. That's awesome. Oh, debuff amp. Why? They might have put it in his talents here. Da, da, da. Interesting. Okay, Caustic Finale no longer levels with Epicenter. Just some nice buffs to him. Nice, nice. Not bad for Sand Cane. Nice buff for Menace on Shadow Demon. Ooh, and it can target Spirit Bear. Oh, that's awesome. You can now disrupt the Spirit Bear. That's awesome. Alright, Shadow Fiend. Ooh, it looks like he was changed. Hmm. Okay, nice. Nice. So damage on Shadow Rays is now increased by Necromastery Souls. Interesting. Uh-huh. Interesting. So he no longer. I think they made Feast of Souls better because he no longer loses souls to cast. He can just cast it, and he gains souls from the surrounding enemies. Ah, because yeah, if he takes souls from enemy heroes and they die, he retains those souls. But if they don't die within time, he loses those. Interesting. Cool. Oh, what is this? Foul play, the innate. Mm-hmm. Okay, what is this? Arnaconda. New ability for Shard. Throw a jar at the location, dealing 275 damage to all enemies in a certain radius, and creating a massive serpent ward that lasts 15 seconds. Damn. So nice. So they just moved his large snake to his Shard, which now deals AoE damage that can be thrown. That's terrifying. Silencer. His Suffer and Silence facet is now his innate. Very cool. Yep. So pretty much the same. He just loses the bouncing glaives, which is good. Okay, Skywrath. Oh, he no longer gets the spell Lifesteal. Let's go. Nice, because the shield is now his innate. So when he does magical damage, he gets the magical barrier. Hell yeah. Okay, and Spirit Bear is considered a target for prioritizing the concussive shot. Very cool. Slardar, any significant changes on him? Looks like he's got some buffs and debuffs. Okay, yeah, not bad. I think Slardar is still fine. Slark, what does Slark do? Okay, nice. Just got some rework and buffs to Saltwater Shiv. Very nice. Boomstick on Snapfire. What does that mean? Snapfire deals more damage with her attacks and abilities the closer she is to her target. Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah. So now she just does more damage the closer she is. But that also means that, Mortimer Kisses, even though it has the range, you might want to be closer. Sniper Keen Scope. Now increases damage for snipers' attacks per level. Damn. So yeah, the further you are away from Sniper, the more damage he's gonna deal. Just another reason to get on top of him. Nice, nice. Spectre, what are we looking at? Nice little increase to health regen. Desolate is still the innate. So it gets a little bit of a debuff there. A little bit of a looks yeah, looks like a debuff. Oh no, buffs. Oh, okay, he got buffs to the illusions. I misread that. So more damage the illusion does, and it takes less damage. Not bad, not bad. Spirit Breaker. Ooh, what is this? Empowering Haste, new innate ability. Spirit Breaker gains bonus movement speed whenever he stuns an enemy. Effect depends on the unit type. Stunning a hero will provide an 8% bonus for 2 seconds, while other units provide 2% for 1 second. Uh-huh. And they have independent durations on the stacks. So essentially they made his the speed he gets from charging of like that facet, they just made it into his innate ability. I think that's fair. Ooh, Greater Bash is now upgraded with Scepter. Increases knockback by roughly 30%. If knockback enemy collides with another enemy, the second enemy is also bashed. What? And the original target takes 25% of Spirit Breaker's Greater Bash damage again. Damn. So you can bash people, you can bash an enemy into another enemy, and it just creates a domino effect. So a bashed enemy will bash an enemy behind them. Then can they bash an enemy? And they take the damage. Planet Rocket, and now granted by Agnem Shard. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I gotta test this. we're testing this. Okay, how many bashes can we make happen? It better be like, just perma bash, right? Okay. You know what, let's do. Uh, where is.
Alright, get ready.
Sure, let's do Juggernaut. Why not?
I have their scent.
We're gonna line them up. We're gonna make a line of juggernauts.
Correct.
As you wish.
And we're gonna see what happens.
Swiftly now.
Okay, here we go. Here's the line of juggernauts. Can we get a domino effect?
Indeed.
Oh my god. Hey, decent. How you doing, man? Why you turn? Why you do this to me, man? I'm not a cat. I'm a banana.
Between the plains.
Okay, I was just about to test the domino here, so let's see if we can't make this happen. If I read this correctly,
Everything.
I'm I'm pretty annoyed. I'm a banana or I'm a cat for this.
Swiftly.
So with the scepter, it should bash this guy into this guy, which then should just continue the bash, I hope.
One world is not like another.
You just pop in here and immediately turn me into a cat.
Your middle tower's taking a beating.
What the hell? Don't encourage
You
it, Billy.
people, I'm using the term loosely here. I know you're probably a giant
All right, here we go.
bat or a robot made out of fairy
Just
water
wait
or
for a
whatever,
bash.
But you people need to handle this.
Okay, we gotta get it. Oh, look at that!
I charge
See that?
ahead.
Look at this. Oh, oh great, now I'm a mysterious cat banana. Oh, who am I? I don't know, but I know I'm a cat.
Yes.
Onward.
I'm gonna give this guy a heart. You guys crack me up. Alright,
What do you say?
this is awesome.
I bring my
I
blade.
love this.
Of course.
Alright, we gotta do more if we can. Can I do more? No, I can't spawn more.
I run rampant.
I can't spot any more enemies. No.
Yes.
Okay, you ready for this? You ready?
Look there.
Oh, that's insane, dude. That's crazy.
Upon this plain.
Alright, just need a bash. It's 17. There it goes. Oh, dude, that's insane. Oh man, damn, Spirit Breaker is gonna be very annoying. Holy crap.
Of course.
Just able to charge somebody, and literally everyone on screen gets hit. What the hell? Alright, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, you got a crap ton of games. Ooh,
All paths.
nice. Are you streaming?
Conflict.
Your middle tower might need a little attention.
You streaming there,
We'll
decent?
ignore this. So they'll never stop
Damn, that's
bullying that
insane,
poor
dude.
tower.
I will.
That's crazy. So if I charge the back guy. Oh, damn. Ah, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, that's fair. There we are. Yeah, I'm not doing anything. Oh, thank God the cat ears are gone. I'm back to normal. Let's go. Yeah, not doing anything super exciting at the moment. I'm just going over patch notes. Yes, they're gone. Oh no. Hey, you'll run out of points eventually. It's only a matter of time. All right, we should almost be done with the patch notes. We're on S, so we're getting pretty close. No, nobody can help you here. All right, Storm Spirit. Looks like. Okay, nice. So yeah, that's the walk facet is just now his base for static remnant. Yeah, I'll probably play a Dota match after I'm done reading, but I've been reading for like an hour and a half. These patch notes are huge. Absolutely ridiculous. Da-da-da. Oh, nice increase. Okay, nice increases to Sven. Okay, nice. So now his innate increases his damage. um God damn it. Well, I guess Dave had to step away for a minute, so mysterious banana is back. Don't know who I am. Shard makes Warcry undispellable and increases the radius. Okay, very cool. So nice buffs to Sven. Oh no, Billy. I scrolled down to techies and I see green mines. I haven't read it yet, but why is there a picture of green mines on the screen? Oh no. Please do not let him get back remote detonate in mines. No, don't do it. All right, what does it say? Okay, it's his new innate ability. Uh, what does this do? Increases mana regen by a portion of Techie's max mana equal to a certain amount. When Techie's dies, they leave behind a barrel that explodes after 1.5 seconds, dealing magical damage equal to 50 plus 30% of their max mana to enemies in a 400 AoE. What? So it's not his green detonation mines. It's a suicide mine. So the shard increases damage by 10%. Oh, wait. So his shard increases mana to damage by 10%, adds an active component, techies plants the mad barrel, and detonate it later by. No, they brought it back. They brought it back. They brought his green mines back. The Mad Barrel is invisible and can be destroyed before the detonation process begins. Detonating the barrel makes it visible and immortal and then explodes. Oh no. No. Okay. But reading it, uh only one mad can exist at a time. Okay. So it's not as bad. Oh, hey, look. Dave, I'm Dave's back. Sweet. So, okay, it's not as bad as it could be, but the the barrel does damage based on his mana, so it's still probably going to be a really big blast. Oh god, I'm going to make a post about that real quick. Oh no. Let me just do this. I'm telling Lanky right now. Here we go. All right. Am I going to finish these patch notes tonight? Ooh, Reactive Taser can now always be cast on allies. Very cool. Blast Off now deals itself damage before damaging enemies. Okay. Oh wow, techies are now rooted and disarmed instead of self-stunned during Blast Off sleep animation. Hmm, interesting. Okay, Minefield Sign is now available with Aghanim Scepter. Damn. Wait, TA's base health regen got decreased to 0? Damn. And yeah, they took away Third Eye from her. So a new Innate facet, inner peace. After remaining stationary for 0.25 seconds, TA begins meditating, gaining bonus health regen and mana regen. Bonuses linearly increase from 0 up to their maximum, which is reached after 2 seconds, and then per level. Interesting. Hey, yeah, thanks for hopping in, Decent. I know this stuff isn't very exciting, so good to see you though. Thanks for hopping in. Yeah, so that's interesting. I do like that inner piece. Uh, that'll be interesting. Have a good one. Let's see. Nice. Okay, so Shard now allows Refraction to be cast while disabled. Meld. Now if the attack that broke Meld splits the side blades, bonus damage and armor reduction are now applied to all affected enemies. Nice. That's big. No longer upgraded with the Aghanim Shard, now upgraded with Aghanim Scepter. When activated, traps now silence. Nice. So yeah, Scepter is better as well. Armor increase on TB. Damage rescale. Demon Zeal decrease. Okay, not bad. Tide. What did they do to Tide? Strength gain increased. Nice. Removed Blubber, though. Leviathan's Catch. Ooh. What does this do? Whenever an enemy hero dies while affected by any Tide Hunter's debuff or is killed by him, they drop a fish. Tide Hunter can eat the fish to grow in size and permanently gain 3 max health, 2 attack range, and 1 bonus damage block. Tide Hunter automatically eats a fish on every level up. Okay. Interesting. So now you're literally just playing fishing simulator. Okay. Cool. Interesting. That's gonna be weird. Timber Saw, Exposure Therapy. Alright, nothing too big there. Oh boy, what is this? Tinker gotta change. Huh? Oh, nice. They removed Defense Matrix. Let's go, dude. That's big. No more Defense Matrix. Aghanim Scepter no longer adds bounces. Oh, that's insane. That's huge. Laser can no longer bounce. Now upgraded with Aghanim Scepter. Robots apply a non-stacking heal. Oh my god, are you kidding me? They changed Tinker's Scepter to the healing robots. I think that's terrible. Holy crap. And they gave him Deploy Turrets, a new ability. After a 0.5 second delay, airdrops a group of 3 uncontrollable turrets at the target area, dealing magical damage, destroying trees, and pushing away enemies. They seek out enemy heroes, shoot missiles in their direction. Weird. Okay, the missiles aren't heat-seeking because they can be dodged. And they give gold bounty. Okay, and Scepter also increases the turrets. I gotta see what that does. Alright. Let's check Tinker here.
Ready, willing, and fully enabled. Proceed.
Interesting. Yeah, they can't move.
You got this? You look like you got this. Actually, you look scared.
Positively.
Or distracted. It's hard to tell with your face.
Absolutely. Indeed. Then it's settled.
Interesting. Huh.
Very well.
Yeah, weird. Look at the army.
Are you thinking this?
Yeah, that's interesting at least. It's always weird to see how they change stuff. Alright, we're almost done. Insurmountable is now the new innate for Tiny. Nice. Slow resistance, very cool. Mana cost increase, damage decrease. I don't like that. Ah, damn. Debuff to toss? No, that's just mana cost. That's actually better. Buff to toss, very nice. Uh, Interesting. Okay, no longer slows by default. Grows now upgraded by Aghanim Shard. Okay, yeah, so that's just the throw upgrade. Nice. Nice buffs to Tiny. Hell yeah. Treant. Hmm. Just a few changes there. Nothing crazy. Troll gains an armor per 30 bonus attack speed and battle trance. That's cool. Okay, nothing too crazy there though. Tusk got bitter chill. Yep. Only affects enemy heroes, so it won't affect creeps. Shard, now granted by Aghanim's Shard. Ooh, okay. Nice, so he gets tag team and drinking buddies. Cool. Underlord. Nothing too crazy here. Damage increased, which is good. Damage reduction increased. Wow, so nice buffs to Underlord. I don't think he needed those, but... Oh, they increased his base agility on Undying. So that gives him an extra armor. Nice. Okay, buffs to Avenge his movement speed and attack speed. Retribution now also makes Vengeful Spirit to gain benefits of both melee and ranged attacks. Now Killer's icon is shown as a buff on Vengeful Spirits to know who to hate. Damn, so now she just has melee and ranged buffs. This is huge. Okay, changes to her scepter. Venge's Aghanim Scepter no longer refreshes ability cooldown on activation. Damn. But it increases self bonus up to 1.3. Illusions is now fully affected by Vengeful's aura's bonuses, and damage decreased. Okay, I think that's fine, right? Because you can no longer just do a double stun and a double swap, right? You don't get it unless it is off cooldown already. That's awesome. Oh boy, they changed Veno as well. Poison Sting is now the innate. Oh, that's so annoying. What the hell? Uh-huh. Now the shard is back to creating the two plague wards. Uh-huh. Snake Bite is a new basic ability. Venomancer summons the spawn of Aktok to sink its veins into an enemy, dealing magic damage and applying a deadly toxin. Uh-huh. Oh, when the target attacks, they take the initial magic damage again. Ooh, that's brutal, dude. Damn. Noxious Plague now upgraded with Aghanim's Scepter. Ooh, reduces magic resistance of affected units by 20% and allows an additional spread. Damn. But it's no longer an AoE effect, only affects the host. Now when Plague spreads, it also carries all debuffs. Oh my god. So all debuffs from the person who's affected by noxious plague will spread to everyone else that it's affected by. That person. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Holy crap. That's a cool change. I mean, Veno is already annoying. Now he's just going to be even more annoying. Holy crap. Viper gets an agility gain, an attack speed decrease. Nice. I don't think he needed a predator buff. Okay, and then they made his scepter the facet, the caustic bath facet. Fair enough. Visage, silent as the grave, is now the innate ability. Visage gains flying movement and 12% bonus movement speed for 20 seconds. Upon attacking, he loses both effects, but he and his familiars gain 10% attack damage. Damn. Uh-huh. And then... yeah, Scepter just buffs it and gives invisibility. But damn, just having free pathing as an innate ability is crazy. That's awesome. Okay, what is Void Spirit Intrinsic Edge? Now also increases Void Spirit's attack damage per point of attribute by 15%. Ah, interesting. So he gains attack damage per attribute. Nice. Okay, very cool. Warlock. Eldritch Summoning. What did they change on him? No longer levels with Chaotic Offering. Huh? So I think it's about the same. Yeah, it's pretty much about the same. They just took away the scaling with his Chaotic Offering. Threads of Fate. Oh boy, what is this? After dealing damage to an enemy hero with an attack or ability, if Weaver remains within 700 range of them for 1.5 seconds, he establishes a thread of fate that briefly slows movement of the enemy and ties them to Weaver. Each established thread of fate grants 10% bonus damage to Weaver. Threads last up to 6 seconds, break if the distance is longer than 900. If enemy dies, the thread of fate established. With thread of fate established, the thread bonuses linger for an additional 5 seconds. That's insane. That's going to be cool to see, though. Weaver's already annoying. You don't need to give him stuff like this. Wind Ranger. What do we got, Wind? Base movement speed. It decreased. Nice. Tailwind. New innate ability. Using an ability conjures a stacking tailwind that gives Wind Ranger a brief burst of movement speed. Nice. Damn, passively increases Wind Ranger's max movement speed to 600. Jeez. Nice. That's cool, though. So now it doesn't give invisibility with Scepter on Windrun, though. So that's nice. Oh, Winter Wyvern. What did they change on you? Oh god, it's like a Grizz Eldworm's Edda. After 10 minutes, it can be consumed, increasing the current and maximum level of a basic ability by 1. Also increases Winter Wyvern's intelligence by 25% of its base value at the time of consumption. Level 5 values are automatically calculated by applying 50% of the difference in all values between level 3 and 4, except for the mana cost. Mana cost is kept at this. Oh, that's really cool. So you can just upgrade an ability to level 5. That's awesome. No longer has 1 debuff per cast restrict. Oh, what the hell? What the hell, man? Arctic Burn no longer has 1 debuff per cast restriction on enemy heroes. So you can just stack Arctic Burn. Oh my god, that's insane. Damn. Changed Cold Embrace, though, to give attack speed as well. Well, I'll rework so it probably doesn't do the splinters. Interesting. Witch Doctor. I don't think you needed to increase Death Ward attack range, but cool. Wraith Keen. Okay, we're like right here. There's Zeus. Base armor decreased. Bone Guard. Now always a basic ability for Wraith King. Nice. Nice. But Mortal Strike got the Shard rework. Critical strikes curse their target, dealing 75% of the damage dealt again. Ooh, okay, so yeah, they just took both facets and gave them to Wraith King. Hell yeah. However, uh, however, changing the shard to Mortal Strike takes away the no mana shard on reincarnation. That's actually really big. So Wraith King now always has to be aware of his mana because he will die if he doesn't have mana for reincarnation. But I didn't read that full. The first thing, mana cost decreased to 220 to 110 to 0. So at level 18 it just becomes 0 cost. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Hey, we made it to the bottom. Zeus. Base strength increased. Nice. Base damage increased. Very nice. Speed decreased. Armor decreased. Nothing crazy. Damn, Thunder God's Wrath now applies True Sight before the damage and strikes even untargetable and still invisible enemies. Damn. Yeah, so it'll hit Willow and Shadow Realm, it'll hit people in Smoke, it'll hit Blur, PA's Blur, Slark's Shadow Dance. God damn, dude. That's a huge buff. You can't hide from his wrath anymore. It doesn't matter. It's like, oh, cool. You playing Willow? I'm still going to hit you. Damn. And Nimbus, damage source changed from Nimbus to the caster, so that means that Blade Mail will work against Nimbus. Oh, holy crap. God damn, dude. That's crazy. Well, honestly, I kind of puckered myself out with that one. Puckered, tuckered, it's all the same. I was like, in my head, I was like going through being like, is it puckered or tuckered? Well, I think I honestly tired myself out with that. I don't know if I'm gonna play any for now. My voice, talking for 2 hours straight, my voice is like, ugh. But damn, yeah, definitely gonna have to try this out because that's insane. That is insane. But yeah, uh, I'm gonna go take a break. I'll try streaming some more later. I got some other stuff I want to work on as well. So, thanks for. I should just call this patch notes. Let's just change that title real quick. What is the notes called? 7.14. Well, it's 4. There we are. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for watching. Wasn't very exciting, but it's cool to learn the new. You gotta stay up to date with MOBAs like this. So, all right, I'm gonna go get something to drink. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys next time and probably actually play a game. Bye.